Nottinghamshire Police's new Chief Constable says her force needs to adapt to criminals who are using new technology. Kate Meynell's been telling this programme how she wants to build public trust in the county, where she started out on the beat. She then became a detective, catching some of the East Midlands' most notorious killers. She's been speaking to our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball.
A first visit to Nottinghamshire's police control room for the force's brand new boss. Kate Meynell's just moved here from Derbyshire, but she spent her childhood up the road in Arnold, and she spent most of her career here.
I joined in May 1993. We didn't have computers, we didn't have mobile phones. I feel a real attachment to the county. So I've seen when we've gone through difficult times, the shootings that we had in the early 2000s, there would always be community tensions around incidents. Sometimes things perhaps escalate more quickly on social media than they have done previously. Criminals adapt to new ways of working. So if you look at through COVID, criminals change through the frauds that they committed through COVID. So it's important that we keep pace with that. How many of them are there?
As a detective, Kate Meynell led some of this region's most notorious investigations. The Philpott fire deaths in Derby, Kayleigh Hayward's murder in Ibstock, and the teenager Daniel Bartlam, who killed his own mother with a hammer and then set their house on fire. Miss Meynell went on to lead Nottinghamshire's fight against knife crime.
We have seen reductions. I think it's important that we're not complacent. Look at the Rico Steed cadet base. That's where we've got true partnership working with communities to try and address some of these issues. And I think that's why it's been successful. We have powers to stop and search, so it's important that when we use those powers, we're using them where they should be. They are treating people with dignity and respect like they should be.
The most shocking breach of police trust was the killing of Sarah Everard in London. She was murdered by a Metropolitan Police officer.
What happened in London was appalling. Obviously, that's in extreme circumstances, but on occasions there are people that display behaviours that are inconsistent with the organisation and the values that we have. We'll make sure that they exit the organisation, and I think that the public would expect us to do that.
And Nottinghamshire's new Chief Constable says it's important that officers visit every home that's been burgled. She's worried about delays in the justice system too.
I think the backlog in the courts is something we should all be concerned about, because some people there are having to live through that trauma until the court case. And a lot of people are finding that really difficult, and we are finding that we are actually losing some cases because people just feel that they can't wait any longer. One of the things that's really important to me is to make sure that our communities feel safe and listened to.
Kate Meynell says she's most looking forward to meeting the communities she's responsible for protecting, and she says it feels as though she's come home. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottingham.